Today I'm going to be reacting to comments I probably should have deleted, but instead, I'm going to show them to you. But let's dive in. So the other day I was bitten by a spider on my neck. I made a TikTok about it to tell you guys what was going on. Let's see what they had to say. Peter said, "Why don't they just burn Australia?" Yeah, look, I had a lot of the international audience being like, I'm never coming there. I know this didn't help our case. Around the world, people think that I just step outside and there's crocodiles, snakes, deadly spiders about to get me. And look, there may be a spider or two in your house, but as a whole, especially in the cities, you very rarely see anything that dangerous. That villain said, "No spider in the world is poisonous." Just saying. Well, that's just flat out wrong. Australia has one of the most deadly spiders, which is the funnel web. The funnel web can kill you in, I believe, about 15 minutes. Don't quote me on that. So if you get bit by that, you need to go to hospital real quick. So if that's not poison, I'd love to know what's taking you out. Although no one in Australia has died from a spider in like over 40 years because we have anti-venoms now. So we're chilling. Daniel said he thinks he's Peter Parker with a rolling eyes face. As if I like wanted to be bit. I didn't want to be bit. I was trying to sleep. He interfered with my rest. Roman said it was just a mosquito. It was certainly a spider because I got a cheeky video of it. Well, Ramon got a video of it. I was like low-key, mildly concerned. Just coming up with a plan of what I was gonna do because I'd never expected to be bitten on my neck by a spider. Now, I held off posting this video for a very long time, but I ended up sharing it. Well, actually, I didn't end up sharing it. At first, what happened is I gave it to Brittany. She said she won't give it to anyone. She gave it to everyone on the world team that was at the World Championships. Thank you, Brittany. So she gave it to the Americans, and then the Americans spread the video around, and then all my diving friends were having a laugh, which is fair enough. It was kind of funny. So in the comments, Rylan says, the way the bucket went flying, which was hilarious. That's what everyone was kind of laughing at, the fact like the bucket just like flicked up. Ross Haslam, who's a legend, very good diver, he said iconic. It's kind of an internal joke because everyone around like the World Championship divers were all laughing about it when I was competing because Brittany had shared it with them. Brittany's comment happens to be underneath. She says, the best thing she's ever seen. I would find that believable given how hard she laughed at it. I've got great friends. No, I was totally fine. Wazzy B says it was a great show, well done. I think it's like a backhanded compliment, but I'll take it. Someone else said, I disagree, this was perfect. I think that was another backhanded compliment. Josh said he loves the funky trunks, thank you. They are very nice swimmers. I like those swimmers as well. I did survive though, completely fine. I like to bring other elite athletes into diving to see how they go. I brought my good friend Heath, who was a gymnast, and naturally, he was really good. Well, that one wasn't, but the next one was. Sparklers said, credit to the coach, of course. I will take that as a dub. I'm gonna exclude the 15 years of gymnastics that Heath has done and say that all of his diving skills must be because of my good coaching. It's funny, after some other diving videos, I was worried they were gonna take away my coaching license, given what some people have done under my my supervision. But I think this is definitely gonna help my case. We do a lot of rock jumping, and I made a video about how we always check the depth because, all jokes aside, safety is the most important thing, and we do send someone down to check the water depth. Check the comments. Loza says, yep, definitely not diving head first. Heard some horror stories from that. Now, yeah, you'd never dive head first at any rock jump. It's just not safe because you don't know. We only dive head first in the pool because we know how deep it is, and because the pool's clean, you can make sure nothing is underneath you. So if you do go rock jumping, I think you always jump feet first because, well, you'd rather break your legs. We're trained professionals. We do it safely, as safely as we can. So we're in the Maldives doing a backflip off one of the villas. I will say it was extremely shallow here, so don't recommend this. Once again, we are trained professionals. At least I am. Ramon's normally the cameraman, but he's giving it a go. He's supervised by a professional. Oh, I'm gonna lose my coaching license. Someone said, Sam, you're so good at diving. How the freak did you not get into the Olympics? To be honest, I think if the judges saw the flip I did here, I would have gotten even less points than I did at the trials. Now, there was a trend going around where you did changing of clothes to this song. And look, it wasn't the greatest song in the world, but I didn't mind the trend. It was kind of fun. You know, you show some different uniforms. Let's see what people had to say. Kanye West says, can't dive, can't dance. It wasn't even the dance, but what really got me for this one was when I go onto his profile, he says Kanye West in brackets unofficial TikTok, just in case anyone was unsure. At least he's spreading the love. So I made a video about how I have to remove some of the white tape off my ankle. Now, this can be really annoying, especially when you try to go to sleep and it's like in your bed getting stuck to like the covers. It's the worst thing in the world. So you can use bits of tape to pull it off, and I made a video about it. Lady Brown said, "I love your feet." Not the angle I was taking, but thank you. The retired acrobat said, "I mean, pre-tape is a thing, you know." And look, that white tape is pre-tape. So you have two types of tape. You have underlie tape or pre-tape, then you've got actual strapping tape, which is the brown stuff. So that stuff that's getting stuck to my leg is the pre-tape. Also, people were very kind and offered a million, different remedies like alcohol wipes or hand sanitizer or nail polish to remove it. But like the last thing I want to do when I come home from training is like go to Bunnings to get some equipment to like get the residue off my ankle. But I do appreciate the thought. So I brought one of my good friends to the diving pool, Jackson, to do Finish the Lyrics or Splat, which is really funny because I just play songs that either I know they don't know or have no lyrics, so they have to splat. Honestly, it's really funny. AUS, Australia, said, not any official Australia page, much as said, "If this guy spent more time training and less time doing nothing, maybe he'd be on the Olympic team." I did want to enlighten Mr. Uz on this. I train about 5 hours a day, 2 of the morning, 3 of the night, and all my filming, I actually do in my own extra time. So if anything, I'm actually doing more training than what I would be doing without filming. Now, I checked out his profile, and my question would be, how much training are you doing? Someone else said it must have been a cold day. It was a cold day. It was a very cold day, actually. So my good mate Ramon films nearly all my diving videos, and he will do whatever it takes to get the shot. Like, he will just send it just to make sure he nails it. The comments are like, the cameraman just casually steps off the side of the pool. He literally did. Like, check this out. He's like just looking through the camera. He doesn't even look where he's jumping. He just jumps straight off the edge to try to get the shot. I respect it. That man puts his life on the line to get the shot. The other day, I turned up to training and forgot my Speedos and was wearing board shorts. Now, my coach was not impressed by any means, but the comments were funny. Leanne says, "How's this guy not have a heap of Speedos just laying around?" Such a classic one, Sam. Which is a good point. I honestly asked myself this: how do I not have any Speedos that I could wear to training? Gladus0 said, "You could have taken off your shorts and dive in your underwear." Now, the problem with that is they don't have a drawstring. Now, when you dive in Speedos or board shorts, you do your drawstring up really tight to avoid them falling off. If you had underwear, because you hit the water so fast and you're going head first, your underwear would just come off. I know even with my Speedos, if my drawstring isn't super tight, your Speedos can come down a bit. So if you don't have any drawstring, there's a good chance you could lose them entirely. That would not be ideal. Joe Naz says, "Why do men wear underwear under their swimmers? I don't get it." Jeremy backed it up. "I've been asking this for years. Because you can't just have things flopping around. It's got to be compact and comfortable. I don't understand how anyone just goes out in board shorts with no undies. Each to their own though. If you do it, fair enough. But I wouldn't. I certainly wouldn't dive like that." Bob the Builder says, "Who cares? Not good anyway." I thought Bob the Builder was positive. He must have been through some tough times since the last time I checked in. So we're back at a rock jump and Ramon is following me with the GoPro. Now these shots, you've got to jump at the exact same time to nail it. And the comments are hilarious because Ramon just sends it. Joe Naz says, "Friend with the camera is dedicated to the results. He didn't even look where he was going, kept his eyes on the viewfinder." Couldn't agree more. Ramon will send it just to get the shot. I've seen him like wipe out just to nail that jump. Although the funnier one was when the Fox Sport guy came in and he was like, "Yeah, I reckon I can jump beside you and get a cool shot we can use for TV." He was like trying to go above and beyond to get extra shots for the network. He got the GoPro. I was doing a dive and he just jumps off and lands like flat in his back. He filmed nothing that was useful. It was absolutely hilarious. I respect the camera guys that do whatever it takes to get the shot. That's the definition of doing your job. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. Leave a comment on this video. If it's bad, maybe I'll react to it and probably laugh. I'll see you soon.